What's up, friends? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to share with you my Trader Joe's grocery haul. I just got back from the gym, ran to Trader Joe's, put it all over the counter, and I thought I'd share it with you. Plus, I'm going to share with you a bunch of meals that I'm making with the ingredients or ideas and just a lot of really good summer meals. So let's jump into the haul. Let's start in the frozen section. Starting with frozen green beans, I'm obsessed with Trader Joe's frozen veggies. They're my favorite, and honestly, I tell you guys this all the time, but for me in my area, Trader Joe's has like the best prices on products without having sales. So I did one bag of the French green beans. I love these just roasted in the oven. I put them on a large sheet pan, roast them with some sea salt, and they're so good. Broccoli florets, same way. I'll sometimes season these with different things. I think this week I'm gonna do sea salt, ginger, and garlic just to kind of give it like a little bit of just a hit of different flair. It'll be so good. Okay, shredded green cabbage, shredded carrots. I know I can shred these myself, but like convenience wise, these also are not looking awesome. It says the due date is the 30th, which is like next Sunday, but it's looking a little brown. Oh, it's okay. I'll get through these in the next couple days. I've been making this salad. I shared it on Instagram. The base is shredded green cabbage or shredded cabbage mix, shredded carrots. You can shred them yourself if you want to. Again, convenience, but the salad is so good. That's the base, and then I put it in the fridge with yellow mustard, red wine vinegar, and let it sit at least for an hour, if not overnight, and it is so good. You can top with whatever you want. I'll share with you what I'm topping it with at the end of this video. I'll add some more recipes, so stay tuned for that one, unless you already saw it on Instagram. I also add romaine hearts to this salad because I feel like just amps up the veggies, crunchiness times 10. I really like it. This week, I'm also gonna add some of these sugar snap peas to it. I grabbed 2 bags. But also they're really good for snacking. So those are gonna go in my salad this week. I'm just gonna make a big salad and then I can eat it every day. Sweet potatoes, these are huge. They're absolutely ginormous. These are the Japanese sweet potatoes, which by the way, the lady at the checkout told me these are on the end of their season. So you'll get the little ones in the 3-pound bags, but you won't be able to find these. And I literally had never seen these until today at our Trader Joe's. So I must not have been looking in the right spot, or just like avoiding that area altogether just because it's so busy. 89 cents a pound, $1.29 a pound. Oh, scratch that. 89 cents each, which I really like at Trader Joe's. They're each and $1.29 each, which this is huge. That's like, should we weigh this? Let's weigh this. Kitchen scale, let's turn it on because I feel like sweet potatoes at the store are usually like 99 cents a pound. So let's just see how much this gets me for $1.29. Oh, that's like so good. So is that 1 pound, 7 ounces? That's such a good price. Okay, let's check out the 89 cent. This one, 89 cents. And it's a pound. So that's awesome. Way to go, Trader Joe's. I'm like super happy with that. So if you're wondering if it's cheaper than Smith's or Sprouts for me or Albertsons, the answer is yes. Okay. Got some different types of tomatoes. I thought these would be really good in salad. I am a tomato obsessed. These are Camari. Oh, I don't even know what that says. If you know, then you know. These tomatoes my husband already broke into. He thinks the ones, the organic ones taste better. I don't care. Tomatoes taste the same to me. We got some bananas. Also really like that they're by the banana, which our Albertsons just started doing that, but it's like, I think it's 55 cents a banana, might be 69. I'm not sure, but I have some more bananas that have been sitting here for a minute that I need to put in the freezer. These are like perfect for smoothies. Also got this little lemon bowl at Target for $3. I'm obsessed. It's like my fruit bowl and I love it. Okay, since we're not talking about Target right now, let's go into some seasonings that we picked up. I got the Dijon mustard with white wine. This is the best Dijon mustard on the planet. It is so good and it's really inexpensive, like $1.79. Got some green goddess dressing or seasoning because I'm out of it. The onion salt I've never bought before. The chili lime because I was out. So there's the decadent seasonings. I really love all, like this one on tofu and this one on tofu. I feel like that'll be good on tofu too. So might actually do this one on the green beans. That would be good. Okay, these aren't really condiments, but they're in the condiment section. The vegan creamy dill dressing, by far the best thing in the world. Absolutely love it. It's made with cauliflower, almond butter, garlic. Oh my gosh, I could probably make it myself, but I'm not gonna do that. Carolina Gold, this flavor so good. It's my favorite when it comes to barbecue sauce, same with my husband's. And then the cashew almond milk blend is my favorite. And I really want to put this in my smoothies this week. So my husband gets just oat milk, and he usually gets it at the other store for his smoothies. So I grabbed this one at Trader Joe's. So there's section 1 of the haul. Section 2. I've never bought these before. Even back in the day when I would eat only Ezekiel bread, I've never bought these, so I grabbed them. I feel like my husband would like them to put like stuff in them. I don't know. They do have like barley in them, so they're not technically gluten-free, so they'll probably bother my stomach. I try to eat gluten-free because gluten really does not sit well with my tummy. The maple brown sugar oats. I got these actually because we're going on a trip, and I thought, you know, these would be really easy to just throw in the suitcase and then have with in case we need something really quick for breakfast in the morning. Pinko di Gallo, which just like always sounds good in the summertime. I thought this would be really good just as a side with rice, just different things this week. Grabbed it. I've never gotten these before, but also thought these would go really good for our trip too, just as like a snack cracker to take hiking. They are gluten-free, so I thought, okay, that's like an easy snack, and I can just literally throw this just like this in my bag, in my book bag, and have a nice little snack for hiking. The last time I was at Trader Joe's, I found out I'm obsessed with this extra firm organic high protein tofu. It's my favorite that I've ever had. I had some questions on it in my last video. It is higher fat. Normal tofu is like 3.5 fat, at least the one at Trader Joe's, and 7 grams of protein. This one's 14 grams of protein, 7 grams of fat. So you are getting obviously more calories, but this whole block is 70 grams of protein. I'm here for that. I mean, eat a little less protein, or eat a little less tofu and get more protein. I like that. So I grabbed 4 of these. They don't expire until July the 30th, so they'll be in my fridge for a little bit. Tomatoes. No, strawberries. These looked really good, and Trader Joe's does have some really awesome strawberries. Something I've never gotten before but wanted to throw in that salad I was making is these baby beets. And also another thing I've never gotten before is these jicama wraps. I don't know, I feel like we're gonna try these with like pinto beans and the pico de gallo and some rice and just have something different this week. And I love that, like, this reminds me of my grandpa. He used to grow jicama, and then he would wash it and slice it and put it with salt for my sister and I. So I was like, you know what, we're gonna try these. I'll probably love them, my husband will probably dislike them, but we'll see. They look good, and you'll have to let me know if you guys have had them. I've never bought them from Trader Joe's. The #1 guacamole packs, or whatever, avocados number guacamole to go. What? I don't get it. Anyways, I like getting these because I can now have avocado, but I can have very little avocado and it does not upset my stomach. And then these seem to last so much longer than just a regular avocado. Like, you know, you have a regular avocado and it's hard one day, and then 30 seconds later it's, you know, you gotta hurry and eat it. This is just so much easier, and these last a long time. Okay, before we get into this stuff, let's talk about this. My husband's obsessed with these sea salted saddle chips. He tried them, he loves them, so he got a bunch of them. He's like, you know what, they're gonna be gone the next time we go there, so I'm gonna get 6 of them. We also got some fun snacks for friends and for my husband. Beach Day gummy candy, Scandinavian swimmers, and this we got for friends, the Enchanted Jangle, which is just like a plethora of sweet and salty. We got it because our friend really likes unicorns, and I thought that would be a really fun gift. You'll have to let me know if you guys have tried this. I don't try a lot of these things at Trader Joe's. I have tried the gummies. They're okay, but I don't know. They're like also kind of weird. I don't know. I haven't tried these. The only one I like in here is the orange one. The rest I can pass on. Flowers, because I always get flowers for my centerpiece, and I'll put that together here real quick for you. I found these. I'm not sure what they are. It says right here. They're so pretty though. Like, they're just so pretty. They're just like these little balls, and I absolutely love them. I saw them and had to get them. I've gotten this before. I'm not even sure what this is either. Flower people will know. I'm gonna put this together. Came with some food for it, or flower boost. Put these together, get them on my dining room table. I have heard really good things about this tea tree conditioner and shampoo, so I decided to go ahead and try it. It's very different than what I normally use on my hair, but I thought, you know what? It smells really good. Peppermint, tea tree, eucalyptus. It smells awesome. And the reason I decided to get it is because this stuff is the holy grail of all things. This is the best dry shampoo. I shared over on Instagram how I used it a couple weeks ago, and so many of you like reached out to me and thanked me. Were like, I'm gonna try it, and then you tried it and you loved it, and you loved how I shared with you how to do it. So I will put a little video up right here of what I'm doing, and then you'll see how I use it, and hopefully you'll try it out. I like it because it doesn't have an aerosol, but the thing is you have to store it upright, because if you store it on its side as it starts to empty, it like doesn't pump out right. So just make sure you store it upright, because I had some questions on that too. And this thing lasts literally forever. The one I have right now is only like 2/3 of the way gone, and I've had it for like 3 months. It lasts literally forever, and you're talking to someone who uses it all the time, so definitely recommend giving this a try. Here's how I use it. Okay, I'm gonna show you how I use this. So I have not showered yet. I put this in before I shower. You have to shake it a little bit, and I put it on my part, and you can see it's very powdery. Then I put it in the areas that are really sweaty for me, which is usually on the sides. Don't worry too much about the back because I put a clip in it anyway. So you have to let it set. And what I do, because you kind of want that extra volume, is I just take a clippy. I put these clippies on another story. I put a clippy here, I have to go grab another one, and I put a clippy like this. And then when I'm all done getting ready, I take the clippies out, and then I brush it, and I'm good to go for the entire day. So that was the haul. Let's get into some meals for the week, shall we? My favorite part is always to share what I make for meals for the week, and this tofu was so good. I will put the recipe down in the description box, link to my blog, so that way you guys can save it. You can use any tofu you want for this. It doesn't have to be the high protein or extra firm, just whatever you prefer. But I did marinate it for 24 hours before I pan fried it, and this is my current favorite tofu, but also my current favorite marinade. I've been trying tons of different marinades recently, and I just really, really love this one. So I don't even drain like the liquid off of this. You can if you want to, but I just do like a scoop. It's probably like 3 tablespoons of the Dijon mustard, some onion salt, garlic and ginger powder, a teaspoon of brown sugar, because it really cuts kind of the acid of the mustard, because it is a little much, and then some cocoa aminos. You can add more or less, whatever you want. I tend to make it a little less liquidy, and then it's like a thicker marinade, and I just feel like it tastes so much better that way. But you can make it more liquidy and then just have it really, really absorb into your tofu as well. It's completely up to you, but the flavor profile is just so, so good. And then I go ahead and make slices in the tofu, but you don't cut all the way down. I would say about 1/3 to 2/3 of the way down. You just kind of make some slices, and you can kind of open it up a little bit with your fingers if you want to too. Pour the marinade over it. As you can see, it's very, very thick. It's not super runny, just because I just don't add that many cocoa aminos. Again, personal preference. And then you put it in the refrigerator for at least 24 hours. You can also put it in the freezer if you want to. You can let it sit longer than 24 hours too if you want to. Completely up to you. You can use different elements too if you want to use a different mustard, if you don't have this one. But I feel like Dijon mustard is kind of like all over. Then the next day I take it out, and it's absorbed so much. I don't use the remaining liquid. You can if you want to. You can cook with that, and you can add even more flavor. I just don't. I prefer to use it this way. Cut it into slices, and then, like I said, I pan fry it, and it's just so much flavor, and I feel like the texture is so good. So I used to always pan fry my tofu, and I kind of forgot about it until recently, but I had a friend once tell me she eats a lot of tofu that you just kind of make it like you would fish. I know that's weird, especially if you don't eat fish or you haven't eaten fish in a long time, but that's like the method that makes sense to me. And then add a little bit more cocoa aminos right before it's done, and it just kind of makes it a little extra crispy. Again, you can use the leftover marinade if you want to, and it's so good. I actually made this into like a mock fish taco. I'll talk about that here in a little bit, but they're just so good. And they stay like this if you want to reheat them just in a pan. It's like perfect. If you want to do this for meal prep, I feel like it's like the best way to have tofu. I'm really obsessed with it, more so than baked tofu. So then I decided to make a coleslaw like I had planned to, and then make a mock fish taco with that tofu. And it was just like the best, summariest meal. You can use corn tortillas, flour tortillas. You don't have to have a tortilla. It was just really good. So I took a bag of the shredded cabbage, and then about half of the bag of the shredded carrots, because I had enough to make 2 of these salads. Plus I had extra veggies left over because I hadn't even used my beets yet, which I might share with you in another video coming up, because I did film what I did with the beets, but
it didn't make it into this video. And then for dressing, I actually just used the creamy dill ranch because, again, I was making this for the mock fish tacos. But if you want to do the mustard and red wine vinegar, it's also really, really good. Just kind of, again, personal preference. But I've been doing that one for so long, I was like, okay, let's switch it up a little bit and have like a creamy coleslaw. So I actually made this the day I made the tofu, put everything in the fridge, and then we had it later this evening. And I did not get a clip of the tacos, but just trust me, it was so good. If you don't want to do this creamy dill ranch, you could literally do anything else, but it is my favorite. I love everything dill related, and this was just such a good flavor profile. I ended up adding a little bit of salt once I served it, and it was just really, really good. Highly recommend. And then you can just keep it in the fridge for however long you want. Okay, so let's talk about protein bars. I've been including more protein into my diet, and every single week I make some form of a protein bar at home. I just find that it's super cost effective. I can control the ingredients, and they always turn out really well. I shared a birthday cake bar recently, a sunflower chocolate bar, and then now I'm doing this one. So I took 2 of those packets, which I've been watching a lot of creators from the UK, and they don't call them packets, but they call them sachets or whatever, which I just love that. I think that's so cool. Anyways, 2 packets of the maple brown sugar oats. I could have used different oats, but that's what I had on hand. 4 scoops of protein, 275 grams of the sweet potato, and I weighed that out just so I could share that with you guys. And then 3 servings of sunflower butter, which you can use any nut butter that you want. And here's the epic fail. That protein powder is so powdery that you have to be so careful when you're mixing it. Anyways, I also added about 3/4 cup of water. Don't worry about memorizing all this. I will leave a recipe down in the description box for you, so that way you have it, it's good to go. And then just kind of mix it up until it became a really, really nicely mixed. With the water, you don't have to add water if you don't want to. You could add nut milk, but you are going to need a little bit of liquid to kind of move it around. As you can see, it's coming together really, really nicely. This is the consistency that you're looking for, and this is going to be really hot unless you're using a cold sweet potato, which would work just as fine too. You can also put it into a food processor. I just didn't feel like taking out my food processor and mixing it all around. I was like, you know what, I'll just mix it with a fork. Then I put it in a glass baking dish lined with parchment paper, pressed it down, and then I put it in the refrigerator for about 4 to 6 hours just to kind of let it cool, let it firm. And I forgot to take it out and share with you me cutting it, but I made this into 12 bars. You can make it into any size that you want. You can also cover it with chocolate. There, I was just showing you that I had put water on my hand to press it down just so that it wouldn't stick to my hand because I knew it would be sticky. That is a tip I learned from Food Network recently. Anyways, I popped the lid on this, put it in the refrigerator, and then cut them into 12 bars. Like I said, you could add chocolate to the top, whatever you want.
Thank you so much as always for watching today's video. I hope you got some really good meal ideas. You are inspired. Please, please, please try the tofu and the protein bars if nothing else. Recipes are linked down below in the description box. Have an awesome day. I will see you very soon in a new video. Bye-bye.